Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Letitia. I hope that you're doing well. Yeah, so aren't these just beautiful? Look at how beautiful. I just can't stop looking at them. They make me happy when skies are gray. So just a few things that's going on. Yeah, so yep, this is happening in a fully residential neighborhood in my front yard, front side yard. We are laying more cardboard. We as in me. Okay, so and slowly but surely I have to, I have about 6 5-gallon buckets, and I made one trip to get wood chips, and it helped cover that much. So I'm going to create a few walkways. This will probably be about 3 rows that I can plant in, and then I'll have a few walkways in the midst as well. Neighbor set out all this cardboard from here over. She set out all of this cardboard here, so I just went and grabbed it down the street and brought it back over here and laid it out. These 2 big boxes I got from Lowe's when I happened to be in there one day. But yeah, this will be another no-till bed. And so no-till literally means that I'm not digging in the soil. I'm not tilling the soil. I'm just laying down cardboard to kill the grass and putting compost and wood chips on top of it. And then we'll have a whole new bed to plant in. So I'm thinking about either doing corn here next season or some peppers, just all peppers. I haven't made up my mind yet, but and then I plan to do the rest of the yard on this side the same way. I may actually till a little. I haven't made up my mind yet, but so far this is what we're doing on the property to get ready for next season. So I won't grow in this location this year. It will be ready though for next spring. All right, so the rest of this is also going to change too. So I'm going to have if I use the tires again, they'll be on one side of this cattle panel fence. I haven't decided if I'm going to plant tomatoes here next year. I may just do cucumbers here. The squirrels yesterday when we was out here, one right in front of my face grabbed one of the San Marzano tomatoes off of the vine and helped itself, just carried along and went over to that tree, right at the base of that tree, and ate the tomato right in front of my face. So I'm going to harvest some of these. They're starting to turn on the bottom here and on the other side. So I'm just going to clip off the ones on the bottom and take those in and allow them to ripen on the table near the windowsill, and leave the ones that are further to the top and call it a day. Yeah. There's a little bit of the sun gold tomatoes coming in. Little Big Girl Farmer has been taking these off the vine as soon as they turn. I can't even get a good picture, much less a harvest picture or video, because she just runs over here and eats them as soon as she sees them turn. So Lord help us all. I need a weed eater so bad. Oh my goodness, look at this mess, y'all. This is what happens when don't have a lawn care worker anymore. And the neighbor mowed for me, but they don't have a weed eater, so I have to purchase a weed whacker. That's okay, but I'm sure all the grasshoppers and crickets are loving it. So yeah, let's get to harvesting these tomatoes. I heard if you harvest the tomatoes and cut it off at the joist or the truss, cut the whole truss off, or cut a piece of the vine with the tomato, it's kind of like the umbilical cord. you know, attached to a baby and the mommy. So, you know, you're still feeding it a little bit as it ripens. But you don't have to do that. Some people just pick them off and call it a day. But I'm going to try to do that here and then cut the stuff off that I don't need when it's time to process the tomato. So just a tip. Look at there, right on that tomato. So now I got to check these tomato leaves for squash bug eggs. Isn't that something? Ugh, it never stops, does it? Never stops. And this is the best thing you can do to those things. Can you see them? Yep. Best thing you can do. Oh, this one's kind of, there we go. Caught in there. So beautiful. Something so satisfying about harvesting, doesn't it? Yeah, it is. Just gonna do this here. Yep.
Just one, Mom.
You just see one?
Do you see? Yeah, right there.
You're not even gonna offer me a bite? You just gonna eat the whole thing? Huh?
No.
Yes, you was.
Some was good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few more that can come off. I mean, but they're not completely right. But we know if we don't get them, the squirrels will. Sun golds are really sweet. This is my first year growing them. But Little Big Girl Farmer loves to harvest cherry tomatoes. There's just so many of them, right? And she just really, look how beautiful that is. Enjoys picking them off. So there are a few, like this one, this trust I'll probably harvest. This one I'll probably, I may wait. A couple down at the bottom that I'll probably get. So much fun. So much fun. Alright, I think that's all the tomatoes we're going to get today. But let me show y'all, I got peppers everywhere. But let me show you this one plant that I'm really proud of. I didn't grow it, I bought it at the store. And it's my first year growing them. But this plant is very, very productive. So, okay, so this is called a Santa Fe Grande pepper plant. It's hot pepper. And yeah. This one is probably the biggest one. It's a little bruised there, something got to it, but the rest of the peppers are beautiful. And this plant is obviously weighted down, so when they're fully ripe, they do turn red. And I think the lighter the pepper, the sweeter it is, or the less hot it is, or spicy. So. But yeah, this pepper plant is putting on peppers everywhere. Everywhere. Flowers everywhere on the plant as well. Look at that. So I'm very proud of this one. Now this one is a habanero, and they seem slower, but there are two in there. So we'll see how many we get. There's a few more that's setting. But not a whole lot of flowers that I've seen on this plant. I just knocked that one off, so user error. But yeah, I'm gonna harvest some of these peppers as well. And so I can give this plant, you know, freedom to go ahead and do what it wants to do. So 1 second and I'll show you that harvest. All right, so there is my hot pepper harvest and I'm so excited. Oh, you know what? I need to go check on this okra. All right, well, those are the only 2 okra that were on there. So the okra just started producing last week, and so I'm banking on, you know, after this week having to go check almost every day for okra. I mean, that's typically when they start producing, they just get going, and it's like if you don't check every day, especially after a rain, honey, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. There's gonna be okra everywhere. So thank y'all so much for watching. I'm excited about my harvest. I hope that everyone else is starting to see a harvest and having a good time in the garden. Thank you all so much for your support, and I will talk at you later. Bye.